bad when my always feel a little bad when my name gets announced because does anybody else have a problem where your name is cooler and sexier than you are? So it's like, and welcome to the stage, Jack Connor. But there's some people's like, ooh, sounds like someone who knows a lot about martinis. And I walk to the stage like, well, that's a man that knows a lot about Warcraft. That's and they're talking to a girl that was like, yes, this Mountain Dew, not as good as the Code Red variety. What's that, Mountain Dew throwback? It's a good vintage. Yeah, I can't see myself in one of those movies, you know. I'll probably be named something like, and introducing Jack Connor in Up by Noon. Yeah. I'm not cool enough to play poker. I'm going to be at this end like, well, sorry, Mr. Bond. Turns out your hippos weren't as famished as you think. Anyway, I'm a little new to St. Louis. Anybody else new to St. Louis? We got one! Look at that! Hey! Usually I tell that it's dead silent. I'm like, yeah, exactly, okay. Don't you ever feel like it's like a big deal when people find out you're new to St. Louis? It's just like, you're new? The prophecy is being foretold. Yeah, but I moved here right before the pandemic, right? So I'm still saying I'm kind of new to St. Louis because I haven't really seen a lot. I have some parents that are kind of boomers, so they don't understand, like, the lockdown. So he's like, Jack, what have you seen in St. Louis? And I'm like, you know, the dark reaches of my soul. Like, I don't know. What else do you take a look at around here? I was trying to get one of those, like, self-help things, you know, a list of affirmations. That's when I realized how far behind I was. You take a list of affirmations, and it's just like, the examples online are always like, eat better and work out more. And mine are like, oh, dude, mine was like, make sure the best pair of underwear I own isn't the pair I found in my apartment complex dryer on a random day. We need some catching up to do. I'm still getting used to performing in comedy clubs. The second time I've actually performed in, like, an actual comedy club in St. Louis, so you gotta tell me what looks better, this lighting or being lit by a PBR 2-for-1 Tallboy special. I like PBR. My favorite part about PBR is the confidence that PBR has. Does anybody read the can? Do you know when PBR won the famous blue ribbon? 1893. It was how do you lose a beverage competition in 1893? The only other drink was water. Like, and here they are. And they didn't change it. There's no PBR Light. There's no PBR Select. Almost 200 years later, and they're like, yo, put coffee in it. That's what they'll want. That's the only variation we need on this perfect recipe. Another thing that I'm worried about not being cool is getting a girl who's into role play, because I know I'll fuck that up, like, right away. You know, my biggest fear is, like, the cop fantasy, you know? Because I'll be pulling up and I'm like, hey, do you know, you got a permit for that outfit? She's like, no, officer, I guess you just have to take me in. That's okay, I'll let you off with a warning. And you know, one of the things that fascinates me about roleplay is like the Catholic schoolgirl outfit. Because, you know, the first guy that came up with that had to have been the biggest creep of all time, you know? And it's like how it's like accepted today. You know, there's a bunch of guys at a bar. It's like, what do you like? Oh, I like blondes. What do you like? Oh, I like a girl with a nice ass. Hey, Greg, what do you like? What do I like? You ever driven past St. Mary's School for Girls? And what's even worse about that is, like, you know, usually the outfits, they have, like, the male equivalent, right? So it's like there's the sexy girl cop outfit, there's the sexy guy cop outfit, there's like the sexy librarian, there's like the sexy professor. But imagine, fellas, if you were talking to your girl right now and you're just like, so, you want to like spice it up? And she's like, yeah, you got an Angus Young in the bag? Got like a lunchbox with a school bag? That'll be, all right, guys, that's my science.